Hello, welcome to Role Play Cafe.
Uh,
We're on a drive with Dell, and he's going to answer a couple of RPG a day questions for us over the next 3 or 4 days. So today, August 16th, the question is, my friend, drum roll, here we go. What would be your perfect game?
my perfect game. We're not talking about system. We're not.
I'm
Okay,
assuming I don't know. Does that mean actual game? Your perfect game, or is that your table session people? I don't know. I think you should interpret it the way you want to. What does
yeah,
game mean to you?
I'll do that as far as my perfect game. Okay, I'm talking about. Honestly, it's gonna fall more in line with Dark Age of Man, and I don't want to be pointing the finger directly there, but a lot of what I pull and get out of RPGs is going to be non-linear storytelling, um, more of an open world feel to it. Um, Even hex crawls is fine with me, but a game that is heavily narrative based in character play with uh, story being somewhat created as you go, and it's told in After Effect. You see what I'm saying? So the characters pick up and run with it. And this is, I mean, I'm just to being frank with you. This is a lot of what we're doing with
Hmm.
Dark Age of Man. It's just
Hmm.
even the presenter,
Yeah,
uh, aka is a player
right,
in effect. He doesn't know where we're all going, so it's all an unfolding
right.
mystery,
Yeah,
a
I
series of
mean,
events.
it's a yeah, there's a lot of talk about emergent play, but we end up with emergent. We literally with end up with emergent play and emergent story. I mean, it quite literally is emerging live, so to speak, right? Which I guess is
Yeah,
true of all role playing, but you're right. There is no preconceived idea. There's people in a place, but then we don't know what's going to happen.
yeah. Like Jason, that time we ran each other
Yeah,
simultaneously in game, back and forth. We were just
yeah,
tossing it back and forth, and again, that's why we made the game, was
right.
to pull out those aspects and elements that we love and enhance them and throw them out there. But I would have to, I'd have to go with our baby.
Yeah. Well,
Man.
it's hard for me not to agree. When I read the question, I saw it as game. What's the perfect game? So I
Yeah,
wasn't thinking session. I wasn't thinking table. I was thinking game, and that's tougher for me. Um, as a GM, I have a different attitude about the kind of game I like to run. As a player, I can be a little more I can be a little more interested in the crunchier mechanics as a player, depending on how we're treating the table. I mean, depending on how the communication is occurring between GM and players. I'm more concerned about how GMs communicate and how we are given some agency, right, over the situation. That's always been my biggest
yeah,
issue with sessions so much. But games, I'm a lot more my perfect game. That's a complicated question. Saturday proved to me some pretty amazing stuff though. Saturday. Yeah.
yeah.
So
It-
it was just more confirmation that, dude, this is, if you give players that kind of freedom, they can figure out some amazing stuff, right? It's pretty cool.
yeah, it's really eye opening to me, and maybe I'm just intoxicated with it right now. But I've been that way for the last 2 years, and the stuff, and when we actually see people pick up that ball and do with it as we anticipated, is
Hmm.
it's wonderful.
Well, they're
You
not
know, and
thinking about anything but the character in the
inhabiting
space.
inhabiting the world and inhabiting the character.
Dude, Phil, I mean, Phil, literally, I'm said, okay, you hear the peasants screaming toward the flood and they're yelling, Will, and he describes literally, I just run down to the water, into the water, I'm swimming out to him. And I mean, he doesn't ask, well, how
He's
do I
not
do
second
that?
guessing.
What do I roll? It's just he's playing, dude. It's like, fuck, he's in the space, man. He's in the space.
Yeah,
It's so cool. Yeah.
and it's amazing, and from either side, man,
Yeah.
presenter or from player,
Yeah.
it's a
But
blast.
even the
But anyway,
meta, I found the meta the other day. Well, we're getting off topic. So this is
oh,
RPG Day 2022, August 16th. This is we were going to end up. Sorry, guys. What would be your perfect game? Dell has answered that in his words, and I added my 2 cents. I'm thinking of a game engine, not so much a table. Awesome. We will be back to do a couple of more of these while I have Dell. Dell is a busy, important man down there in Kentucky. Dell, I probably shouldn't spill the beans, but he's got 2 or 3 different families and wives. He has to travel around 4-state area, keep all
Yeah,
those families
it's
happy.
a lot. Yeah, it's a lot to
It's a
keep.
lot. Dude, you are amazing. I'm every day I wonder, I go, my God,
I
that
know.
poor
I
guy.
literally break my arm, pat myself on the back. You know, I'm probably more astounded with how I keep that up
That's
than Dark Age of Man.
there. No wonder all you want
I'm
is simple
playing.
game system.
Yeah, I'm playing all kind of characters in real life too, so it's great.